What up? 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 Excuse me as I'm eating some nacho cheese Doritos over here. Almost missed the start time because today is Tuesday. It is the 12th day of July in 2022. And yesterday we didn't do so well. I mean, it's kind of like it's like nothing new. Like people like, how can you have an attitude of, every day you come in and put a parlay in and you get smacked in the face. Last Thursday we could have won, but just one bad beat fucked us. The rest of the time we're getting smacked in the face. We're losing 4 or 5 fucking picks. It, you know, why do you keep doing what you do? And I tell people that it's the fact that I don't I don't do betting or gambling for like personal, like I'm trying to like fucking make this my living. I put a dollar bet out there, pick 7, 8, 9, 10 teams, and maybe just maybe the stars all line up or everything's perfectly lined up. And but it's really tough. It's probably the toughest thing to really, like, if you wanted to make profit, is parlay betting. But the reason why I do it is I just take the games that I pick or lean on, and then try to just put together a parlay out of it. And hopefully it wins. If it doesn't, oh well, I'm only losing $1. There's people out here that are, losing a lot more than that. They're losing everything they own, and in the house they live in and all this other. And that's just quite honestly, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Like I remember Mike Tyson used to say, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. I mean, it's just, I mean, you have to be out of your freaking mind. And those type people are what you would call really bad degenerate gamblers. That hey, I know I'm losing on a dollar bet parlay, but I'm not losing on like 10 grand, or you know losing my ass, my shorts, my pants, and everything else. But so I was just snacking a little bit here. And I was looking at the time, and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta get up on here. We gotta get rolling." I mean, there's already been baseball today. First game of a double hitter, mind you, was the Cleveland Guardians at home taking on the Chicago White Sox. They have Shane Bieber pitching for the Guardians, and kind of a no-namer pitcher pitched for the White Sox, and the Guardians ended up winning 4-1 here. So that's first of a you know packed slate here on the MLB slate. We have the Pirates and we have the Miami Marlins. We have the Cincinnati Reds visiting the New York Yankees. We have the Seattle Mariners going all the way to Washington, D.C., take on the Nationals. We have the Phillies all the way going up in Toronto. We'll get into that Philly and Toronto game as far as when we get in our plays and our picks and all that. We're just running down the slate of the sports slate right now, and then we'll get into what we like, what we don't like, what's going on, ins and outs. If there's any news to report. All right, we have Boston and the Rays. They played yesterday. We have the second game of the doubleheader between the White Sox and the Guardians. We have the Mets and the Braves. We have the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Minnesota Twins. We have the Los Angeles Dodgers going into St. Louis. We have the Orioles going to play in Chicago at Wrigley. We have the A's playing in Texas. We have the Tigers playing the Royals. We have the Padres and the Rockies. We have the Astros and the Angels. In the last game of the night, we have the Diamondbacks taking on the San Francisco Giants. We have Summer League tonight, or today, about 10 minutes here. Tip off between the Chicago Bulls. They are 1-1 in the Summer League in Vegas so far. Raptors are 1-0 or 1-0. So Bulls and Raptors first game out the gate at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas here. Then we have the Grizzlies taking on the Nets. Both teams are 1-1. Then we have the Hawks and the Heat. Hawks are 0-2. Heat are 1-0. Then we have Pistons and Pacers. Pistons are 2-0. Pacers are 1-1. We have the Celtics and the Warriors. Both the Celtics and the Warriors are 1-1. We have Lakers and Clippers. The Lakers are 0-2 so far in Vegas. Clippers are 1-0. And then the last game, we have the Suns and the Mavericks. Suns are 1-1. Mavericks are 0-2. So we do have WNBA action. We have one game on right as we speak is going on right now. We have the we have the Seattle Storm taking on the Dallas Wings. The Wings are getting their butts whooped here. These ladies are getting their tails whooped right now. 69-81 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the fourth. This game is being broadcast on Facebook. So anybody wants to go and watch this game, or anybody is watching the game. I had a bet on this game here. I took the over 161, and it's at 150. So I don't think there's going to be another 11 points in 2 minutes. So looks like that bet's going to go to the shambles. But we also have the Las Vegas Aces taking on the New York Liberty at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Then we have at 5 Pacific, about 7 Chicago time. We have the Atlanta Dream taking on the Chicago Sky. And about the same time, we have the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Minnesota Lynx. And last but not least, out in the West, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, we have the Mystics taking on the Sparks of LA. So, so today I bet WNBA first and NBA. So let's get into that. We'll get into that parlay. We took the over, obviously, the over 161 between the Wings and the Storm. We should have took the Storm, but looks like we might not cash that parlay bet here. But we also took the over 163.5 between the Dream and the Sky. We took the Aces money line, we took the Mercury money line, and we took the over 158.5 in the Mystics and the Sparks. Along with, we took the Bulls money line, we took Grizzlies money line, we took the Warriors to win by 6.5 on the spread. We took Pistons money line, and we took the Phoenix Suns money line. So we need about another 12 points here in the next 2 minutes. But never fear, never fear. So right now we need to get onto our baseball parlay here. One more chip. Mm, 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 mm. Well, we got Chris. We got Chris Stratton Dylan versus Dylan Castano. Pirates got the best of the Marlins yesterday. And do I think that trend will continue today? No. That's why I am. The over under is 8. I know yesterday it went 6 here, so both pitchers were kind of stellar here. So do I like the over or the under 8 runs in this game here today, even though it was a 5-1 ball game? I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna definitely take the Marlins here on the money line. That's where I'm leaning right now here. I'm necessarily I'm gonna put that as in the parlay here. Then we have the Mariners and the Nationals. We have Chris Flexen taking on Josiah Gray. I mean, I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy believer in Josiah Gray. He's pitched a lot better than he has, and minus 115 on the money line. I mean, they really want you to take the Mariners here minus 105 here, or over under 9 runs here. I mean, Mariners on the road here, and the Nats here. I don't know if there'll be a lot of runs to be scored here, so 9 could be a really, really good number here. I mean, I'm gonna kind of lean that here. I'm gonna lean the under 9. That's kind of my lean right now. I mean, I'd like to back Josiah Gray and the Nats. I mean, the Mariners are playing really good baseball though, so I mean, I don't know. Now we have the Reds and we have the Yankees. We have Graham Ashcroft taking on Garrett Cole here. I mean, the Reds. I don't know. I mean, am I comfortable taking the over 8.5 runs here? You know, because I've been snake bitten by the Yankees. You know, they've won for me, but then last week, man, it's kind of like, man, I should have bet them on the money line, and it's like, and I didn't, and it's like, and I don't know if I'm crazy enough today to take the Reds plus 255 money line to win in Yankee Stadium today. I mean, plus the run and a half is plus 130. I mean, that's a consideration maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Over 8.5 runs, saying that it's gonna, I mean, yeah, are the Yankees just gonna bash around this Reds pitcher, or the Yankees, the Reds bats mysteriously kind of show up. I don't know, man. I don't like betting against the Yankees. I don't know if I like trying to take the over 8.5 here, but I feel like there could be a lot of runs. I mean, Garrett Cole could pitch a lights out game though. That's that's my theory here, my feeling here. But I'm gonna be the crazy fool that plus the plus 1.5 on the run line with the Reds here. I'm leaning that way. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the bet parlay here. It's just what I'm leaning at right now. And we have the Phillies and the Blue Jays here. Blue Jays sending out Jose Barroas. The Phillies are sending out Bella Latte. So I'm assuming he's a rookie or some pitcher that they're having to fill in right now. Um, damn, over 9.5 runs. Um, right now, I mean, I don't know if JT Realmuto is actually. I don't know if they're gonna let him play because he's basically, if anybody hasn't heard he basically said that they're not putting that damn shot in me, and Canada is not gonna force me to take a shot. And Chris Bassett from the New York Mets came out and said that the MLB needs to stop testing for COVID-19. Now, I'm actually glad that these guys are standing up because I'm a believer in the same thing. I should not be forced to take a shot in order to go and do, uh, let's say, everyday things. When people I know, whether they got the shot or they didn't get the shot, ended up getting some sort of form of COVID, whether it was Omicron or whatever the fuck it was, and this and that necessarily. But to continue on with this, is should be raising more red flags to people, and people should be like, wait a minute here, wait a minute, come on now. But I don't know why the reason is. Maybe people are just too scared. Maybe people don't want to say shake the fucking tree, rock the boat, whatever you want to say. But nevertheless, here I'm glad JT Realmuto is standing up for his body, his choice. Yeah. As we should, as people, we should, if it's our choice and our right, then we shouldn't be forced against our will to have something done to us that we didn't want to happen. And I wholeheartedly believe that about but I think there's a lot of morons, you know, fighting over a stupid point, and it's just instead of it being a beautiful thing and a thing that it should be, whatever we have, and that's the talking point. And I know I'm digressing from the Phillies and the Blue Jays right now, but it's just it's just the madness that is overcoming. And so that's why I do betting and this and that, so I don't have to worry about the madness and the nonsensicalness. And that's why we smoke the marijuana. So now we got the Phillies and the Blue Jays here. I mean, I would, for me, I'd love to back the Phillies here today. But Blue Jays and Barroas, they play fairly well at home. And so for me, for me, I would take the Blue Jays on the run line here. I mean, I know that like I said, that's just the lean here. It's not what the game we're all gonna put in here. All right, so we got the Red Sox and the Rays here. We got Chris Sales, the lefty, pitching against Corey Kluber. So this is an old man matchup here. Chris Sales is coming back and back in the rotation now because I mean that rookie kid, he got lit up once again. That's two bad starts for this young kid, but he's a rookie, so it's gonna happen to these young pitchers. People think that, oh man, well Bellis is garbage now, so the fucking Red Sox should just get rid of him. I mean, same thing happened with Josiah Gray. He got lit up. Same thing's happening with Hunter Green, and then some of these other pitchers that aren't that aren't, but they're young guys. They're expected to get lit up a little bit here, but then eventually they need to kind of find that stride and that rhythm where they're gonna be efficient, because you don't want to hope a guy's a bust. I mean, this is the same conversation I have with NBA and NFL. I mean, nobody wants to see the first round pick just be shitty and just be like, "Whoa, man, fucking he's shitty," and I want to sit here and talk all the days long about how shitty they are. No, I hope these guys play well, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. It doesn't work out. It doesn't. And then maybe they go somewhere else and they have somewhat of a decent career, and maybe it wasn't the career they imagined it was supposed to be, or whatever. It's just like life. A lot of us believe that we should have a better life than we have, but unfortunately, the reality is, we're stuck where we're at. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether it is your fault or not your fault, you're in the position you're at. And if you want to make it better, well, you damn well would be trying to make it better. You wouldn't be just sitting and bitching and moaning like a lot of people do. And that's because people they have social thing else to allow people to air their grievances and their differences. And then whether people, are for your rah-rah for your opinion, or fuck you or your opinion, that's just the way that the nature of things is. But let's get into this Red Sox and Rays game here. I backed the Red Sox last night, and that wasn't very fruitful, to say the least. Um, Over 7.5 runs in this game. I mean, I think there could be some runs in this game. Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, there was quite a bit last night, so I would assume. So I'm gonna be in the taker of the over 7.5 runs. That is my lean, my play for the Red Sox and Rays. Then we got game 2 of the doubleheader. Did we even bother trying to pick that here? We got Dylan Cease going for the White Sox against Colbin Plinkington, I guess. I mean, I don't know. The Guardians won game 1 4-1 here. Do I see over 8.5 runs in the future of this game? Probably not. And do I really want to back? Uh, I'm gonna have to back the better of the pitchers here. I would say Dylan Cease, even though he's on the road. I would have my lean would be on the White Sox on the run line to win by a run and a half. And it's not my strongest one, that's for sure. Then we have the Mets and the Braves here. We got Drew Peterson against Spencer Strider here. Mets won yesterday 4-1 here. And once again, the Mets have been a good team. And tonight here, Drew Peterson, I mean, he's a pretty good pitcher, and Spencer Strider, even better here. There was only a total of 5 runs yesterday. Do I think there's going to be over 8 today? No. No. So for me, Me, I'm gonna go with the Braves. I'm gonna go with the Braves on the money line here. I know it's minus 220, but that's my lean here. I feel like the Braves, you know, Max Fried, their best pitcher, didn't have his best stuff, and then I feel like the Braves are gonna have a bounce back game today here. That's just my play there. Um, we got the Brew Crew and the Twins. Brewers are playing in Minnesota here. We got Winder and we got Alexander here. Alexander's been pretty decent, so I think I'm gonna go with the Brewers tonight. I just kind of my own play there. Plus 125. And then we have Dodgers and we have Cardinals. I don't know, but I kind of like the under 9 here in this Cardinals and Dodgers game. Weirdly. Then we have the Oakland Athletics and the Rangers. I honestly think, probably the Rangers get it done again, but I'm going to stay away from that game. Just for the fact that I just don't. I had the A's on that half a run, and then I had the money line. They almost had a chance to come back yesterday, and we lost eight to 10. But like I said, I'm not, And then we have Baltimore, and we have the Cubs here. We have Jordan Lyles versus Sampson here. I mean, the Cubs play pretty well at home. The Orioles have been playing really well as of late. That is for sure. And under 9. We got Keuchel and we got Webb here, the Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks and the Giants. I don't know if I want to let my back Keuchel here tonight. And the Giants just haven't. Under 10.5. Well, it went 11 runs yesterday here. You got Clevenger and you got Gomber. Does it stay under 10? Does it stay under 10.5 here? The Padres and the Rockies. That's it scares me because it's that And then you have Astros and Angels here. Under 8 runs. I mean, yeah. I kind of take the under 9 here in this Cubs and Orioles game here. All right, so we took 10. We took 10 of the teams here. But I kind of don't want to bet 10. I don't want to bet 10 today. I kind of want to see if we can narrow it down maybe to about a 6 or a 7. So let's let's go through the games again here. We'll look at the Pirates and the Marlins here. You know, I think the Pirates yesterday got the best of them here. Castellano here. I just think for some reason I'm I don't know about if I wanted to take the 8 here, but I was pretty sold that the Miami. So I think I want to keep that game. And then we have the Mariners and the Nationals here. I kind of like the under 9 here. I don't know. I just think, yeah, I kind of do like that a lot here. The Reds, the Reds and the Yankees. I think I'm gonna take this one off here. I'm not really strong about take, you know, the Reds on the plus to lose by a run and a half. I don't know. That's dangerous. That's some dangerous business here. And we have the Blue Jays to win by 2 runs here against Phillies. I kind of want to take that one off as well. All right, then we have the Red Sox and the Rays over 7.5. We got Chris Sales and Corey Kluber. I mean, I don't know. I could see that. And then we have the White Sox, Guardians here. We got 2 under 9s here. And we actually got 3 under 9s here, so maybe. Yeah, 3 under 9s here. Maybe we take off that Dodgers and the Cardinals here. All right, so that way. Because it was like 6-5 here. And that's my thing, is I was kind of scared to take this. But we'll take the under 10.5 here. We'll add that as our 8th. Under 9. We got the Brewers. We got the Braves. Take the White Sox on the run line here, even though I almost feel like I don't really want to take that. Maybe just take them on the money line there. Or the over 8.5 runs. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. Who knows? But that'd be rooting for a lot of runs. Which I don't know. It could happen. They have what, 5? All right. We'll go with that here. We'll go with that one here. All right. So I think we got our little parlay that we're gonna put together here. All right. Make our little 8-team MLB parlay here. And we're gonna write it down, and we're gonna smoke here. Because basically our basketball one probably got destroyed. So we're taking the Marlins. These are all full games. These are not first 5 like yesterday. I decided, minus 145 here for the Marlins. And we have the team total under 9 runs. the Mariners and Nats game here. And that was plus 100, right? Yeah, plus 100, plus even money here. All right. Then we got the team total over 7.5 runs in this Red Sox. Red Sox and Rays here. That's minus 105. We took the Braves money line here. Minus 220 tonight here. Taking the Brewers money line here. Plus 125 here. Then we got game. Got game 2. Got team total over 8.5 runs. And the White Sox here. White Sox and Guardians. That's plus 100 here. So Red Sox and White Sox, we got both of them going over here. Then we have the team total under 9 runs. And this Orioles and Cubs game here. That's plus 100. Then we have team total under 10.5 runs. Padres, Rockies. Because last night I had the over and it fucking screwed me here. Probably gonna get screwed tonight, but minus 105 here. All right. So there's that here. $167.63. If 167.63 here. Whoop. All right. And that is the bet here. That's the bet here. We sent it in. We sent it in here. Obviously our WNBA NBA bet probably fell to the wayside here. Yeah. We're gonna check up on it here. Yeah, 157. So yeah, that definitely did not cover here. So first bet has gone to the wayside, and all right. So we have that there. We got the Bulls game on right now here. All right. All right. Then we got this bet here. All right. Number 3 here. Took money lines here. Grizzlies plus 105 on the money line here. We took the Hawks money line plus 180. Celtics here. Pistons here. Suns money line here. And took the Lakers here. Money line plus 160 here. Now we just did one last crazy little one since the kind of the opposite of what I picked on the other NBA bet. So 90-14 here, 190-14. Oh, yesterday I won 2 horse racing bets, so we're probably check that out too as well. If there's any races that I feel I want to jump into, I won't necessarily do it. Last 2 races I picked last night didn't bar too well, but I wanted to try to see if. But yeah, that's basically it. Our bets yesterday, we done shit the fan here. With our first 5 innings, we won 4, we lost 6, so it was pretty bad. We won the Royals one in game 1 and game 2 actually. The Marlins disappointed us yesterday. The Red Sox disappointed us. The under 5 runs in the White Sox Guardians, that went over. That fucking disappointed me. The Cardinals. Over 3.5 runs in the Mets and Braves. That one busted. The A's one busted. The Royals 1-1. And the Padres and Rockies, that definitely went under 6.5. And the Giants. So yeah, we were 4-6. We were 4-6 in that bet. And then we had a Summer League and MLB one bet. We went 4-6 there. We had the over 12 runs in the Padres Rockies plus 100. That didn't cover. We had the A's money line plus 150. They almost covered. We had the Mets money line that covered. We doubled down with the Sox to win by 2 runs, and they didn't. And the basically the under 173 Pelicans and Hawks screwed me. The Knicks lost for me, and the Mavericks lost for me. That was I had all those two on the money line. But the Thunder won, the Celtics won, and the Rockets won. So we're going to kind of going double down here on the Celtics on our second pick. So even though I had them in the first pick, even though that first parlay is pretty much done, so I really don't care at this point. I kind of want my other parlays to kind of to come true, so it's kind of like fuck that one. Now I need the Celtics to win. So those were the bets coming in today. So we're gonna get off here and hopefully cheer on some other bets we got going on here, and get ready for the baseball and the latter half of our bets there. And like I said, I'm gonna go look at some horse racing. Maybe maybe get involved in that a little bit here. But we'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday. I mean, obviously, might be on or a little bit earlier because there probably some early games that we might want to jump into tomorrow as far as the MLB market, and maybe I don't know, maybe the WNBA too. Might be an early game or two. And then also we've got Summer League. So take it easy. This is Tuesday. Signing off here. Hopefully we got good bets today. Hopefully we'll win. If not, like I said, I've already lost one bet. So we still got 2 more parlays to go. So hopefully those parlays will bring us some money.